I got your bitch. Sitting on the goddamn corner doing dope. Sitting on the goddamn corner doing dope. Sitting on the goddamn corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. They are to be ashamed. Sitting on the goddamn corner doing dope. Sitting on the goddamn corner doing dope. Sitting on the goddamn corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. Goddamn right, bitch. Look at here. There you go. They're out here sharing marijuana. Look at here. There you go. The same old nasty ass people from last week. Corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. Goddamn corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. Goddamn right, bitch. Sitting on the goddamn corner doing dope. Sitting on the goddamn corner doing dope. Sitting on the goddamn corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. Dope. Goddamn right, bitch. Goddamn right, bitch. Goddamn right, bitch. Goddamn right, bitch. Corner doing dope. 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 Sitting on the goddamn corner doing dope. Sitting on the goddamn corner doing dope. Sitting on the goddamn corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. Goddamn right, bitch. Look at here. There you go. They're out here sharing marijuana. Look at here. There you go. The same old nasty ass people from last week. Corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. Goddamn corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. Goddamn right, bitch. Sitting on the goddamn corner doing dope. Sitting on the goddamn corner doing dope. Sitting on the goddamn corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. Dope. Goddamn right, bitch. Goddamn right, bitch. Goddamn right, bitch. Goddamn right, bitch. Corner doing dope. 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 Corner doing dope.
Make it clap.
From the BiffNet Studios World Headquarters in Spring, Texas, it's Barry on Deck, hosted by former ESPN Houston radio host and stand-up comedian Barry Laminack, starring Oliver the Cat. Written by Barry Laminack, produced by Barry Laminack, directed by, you guessed it, Barry Laminack. Featuring sports, entertainment, special guests, film sessions, and some drinking. Okay, a lot of drinking. Viewer discretion is advised. And now, here's your host, Barry Laminack.
I got to see my family. I don't know how it is in other states, but in Texas, every Mexican family, we all have that one racist white uncle. That dude that hates Mexicans, but he married one anyway. Didn't realize how fertile, shit they are, so he's 8 kids in. He's like, how the hell did this happen? Every Christmas, you can't hear him, but you read his, you know what he's thinking. He's just sitting there by the tree. He's got that look like, I can't stand these Mexicans running around. Messing up the words to Jingle Bell. Singing Silent Night in their own bullshit language. But these tamales are pretty good. Like, that's why he's there. The food. The food. My uncle is so racist. You tell him a racist joke, he doesn't even laugh. He's just like, I know. I know. That's what I keep trying to warn everybody about. You preaching to the choir up here. Like, calm down, psycho.
R.I.P. to Jerry Rocha, man. Welcome to the show. Sad news today. Found out, I guess, last night, maybe, possibly early this morning, Jerry Rocha passed away. And great human being. Funny guy. Somebody I was proud to call a friend. And, you talk about a fighter. This man, he went through, God, I don't know how many years of fighting colorectal cancer. And it looked like he had it beat, and then it would come back, and then it looked like he had beat it again. And, couple months ago, I think I shared it on this show, but I got a text from him one morning. Maybe it was in the evening. I don't remember actually. But I got it was November. Yeah, November. Of last year. And it was basically a goodbye text. And that's a weird and difficult text to get. Because you're not sure how to respond, what to say. I mean, not sure at any point how to do that, whether it's a call face to face. I remember when my dad passed, I got to say goodbye, and it was, those having that is important. And when Jerry sent that text, it was It was jarring and it was sad, and then he beat it again, I guess you could say, because I mean he literally says in the text, 5:10, and then he said, I can't read it. But he said goodbye basically in a very kind and sweet way, and that is not a text anybody wants to get. I'm much less send. But then I checked on him because we didn't know how long he was gonna be here, and the more I checked, it felt like the longer he fought, and so it was gosh, he sent a Merry Christmas text, if that tells you anything. His first text was like November 14. Then he sends a Merry Christmas text, and he's he hung in, I mean, amazingly, until last night or this morning. I'm not exactly sure. I haven't, his really, really good friend, Eddie Pence, probably knows the details of when he passed. But yeah, I'll have to find the exact details. But as the world's a lot less funnier now, because Jerry Rocha was amazing and hilarious, and yeah, he's definitely going to be missed. And he was not afraid to be himself, which is very difficult to do as a stand-up comic. It's something we all strive for sure, but it can be very difficult to achieve, because in ways you're always trying to make everybody laugh, make everybody like you. And Jerry was just funny, and so he was just able to be himself. And golly, the dude was just amazing. I remember the first time I worked with him. One thing that always impressed me was like how loud he was. If you watch his stand-up, sorry, I have orange peel in my mouth. If you watch his stand-up, he would hold the microphone real low, almost like it was just a formality that he had to have it, which is amazing. Most people have the damn thing damn near in their mouth, but Jerry was so loud and projected so well. He would just kind of hold it as an afterthought, and it never affected the performance or any of that. It was just amazing. But his joke writing was impeccable. I remember I got to go watch him perform at the was it the Hollywood Improv? No, I forget where it was. Maybe it was the Hollywood Improv. But I was out in LA at a festival. He popped over to say hello, got me connected with some people, including the booker of the Comedy and Magic Club, which is one of the most prestigious clubs in the entire country. And one of the crazy things about it is they only have like clean performers, but you'd never know because they're always hilarious. But he, out of the goodness of his heart, just hooked me up with a guy to get me on stage there. And ended up not materializing, but that guy and I exchanged emails for a long time, became friends. Jerry was a good person. He was funny. He was a good friend. He cared about people. And I don't, outside of people that may have disagreed with him politically, because he was a staunch liberal, and he was not afraid of it. But outside of people that may have disagreed with him politically, if you knew Jerry, if you met Jerry, you just couldn't help but like the guy. Just an amazing person. And reading some of the stuff that people had to say about him, was really touching and really cool to be able to watch or to be able to read and see. He's going to be missed. And I tell you what, nobody that I've never met anybody as tough as him. That guy fought and fought and fought. So I'm glad he's at peace. I'm glad he's not in pain anymore. And yeah, man. Rest in peace to a wonderful person. So, okay. Had to get that in. I apologize. Yeah, just a sad day. So thank you, Chuck. But I hope you guys are doing well. I hope everything is going good for you guys. Boy, it sucks that you have to, in times like this, remind people. But yeah, if you got a friend or a loved one that maybe you haven't talked to in a while, reach out. Just reach out. Say hello. Okay. Thank you, Total Dallas. He was a great person. All right, let's do this. So we've got plenty to discuss today. We had game 1 of the NBA Finals last night. We've got game 2 of the NHL Finals tonight. Lot of interesting things taking place in that first game 1 of the NBA Finals, and we'll discuss that. But thank you all for being here and letting me do that. So let's do this. Let's get to our headlines, and then we'll go from there. Oh, on the docket for today, I also have the new Rockets logo. I'll get your thoughts on it, and we'll decide. I'm sure we'll pick it apart, of course. You know how we do around here. But yeah, we'll take a look at that as well as we get into it. So, without further ado, let's start with our headlines, and we'll go from there. Okay? All right. Cool. Here we go. All right, here's your sports headlines. Total Dallas said new pajamas. No, not new pajamas, jackass. Not at all. What is this? Why is this doing this? Oh, there we go. Okay. All right, here's your sports headlines for the day. A couple of fans, if you missed it, last night during the NBA Finals Game 1 in San Antonio, I didn't even know the second fan did anything. I didn't know about the second fan. Apparently, there was more than one fan that rushed onto the court to take a selfie with Victor Wembanyama. And I'm sorry, I pronounced that wrong. Let's see if I can find the correct pronunciation. Oh, come on. Don't do this to me now. I should have logged in sooner. Fuck me. Oh, it's actually going to work. I'll be damned. Here it is. Here is the correct pronunciation. It is Victor's Wembanyama. Oh my God, the Onion just doesn't miss, man. They just don't miss. Oh, that's so funny. Victor's Wembanyama begins promising Kendrick Perkins sentence. Oh my God, that is so good. So good. Yeah, I do agree with you, Total Dallas. Total Dallas said selfie peeps deserve a ban. Can't have another Monica Seles incident. Ain't that the truth? But this fan, it says a fan who ran on a Frostbank Center court during the fourth quarter of Wednesday's NBA Finals attempt to get a selfie was arrested and given a lifetime ban from all NBA arenas. The incident halted gameplay. A second individual was also receive a lifetime ban for his role in the incident. Okay, I thought there was more than one that rushed the court, and I missed the second one. But that being said, this just shows you just how big of a star and how popular Victor's Wembanyama is. So great. That is like Michael Jackson territory. This dude is a international superstar already. And that's funny. Truman Total said, not now, Truman. Perk's speech and your spelling. Watch it. Hey. But you know what I'm talking about. Sometimes we don't know what he's talking about. But that's my takeaway. I mean, obviously, part of the takeaway is, holy shit, that guy is crazy for doing that, and that's dangerous, and it shouldn't have been done. But that's how big of a star he is, man. And I think he actually even posted the video online, and people got to see. He was probably live. Video of guy getting selfie NBA. Let's see. Here we go. POV video. This better not show no nudity. I gotta screen this first. Okay. Here it is. Here is the video of the fan trying to get a selfie with Victor's Wembanyama. He yelled, I touched him. That is creepy. Attention! Attention! Did he say I touched him or attention? Attention! Attention! That's crazy. Wemby's face, man, he kind of handled that like a champ. Attention! Attention! He wasn't aggressive. I liked it. Replay show Wembanyama looking confused and smiling in the direction of the phone as the fan approached. I've never been in that situation. I didn't know how to act. It really surprised me almost as much as that time a bat crossed the court. After security apprehended the fan, the game was further delayed. Guard Dylan Harper lost control of the ball, so they had to figure out. They just ended up doing a jump ball, which isn't necessarily fair when it's Wembanyama on the other end of the jump ball. It might as well just give it to the Spurs and save us all the time. It says Bexar County District Attorney's Office issued a statement. By the way, how old were you when you learned that Bexar spells bear? I always pronounced it Bexar, like a dumb fuck. It says Thursday confirming the fan who made it on the court was a juvenile, before adding, quote, we are prohibited by law from discussing any information or details regarding the case. After the game, Mitch Johnson brushed off the fan incident as much ado about nothing. I don't think it was an event at all. I thought security got him out of there. I think everybody moved on to the next play. Tony said true Texans know for a long time. Kiss my ass. Yeah, B. Hannah said someone should have dropped him like they do in the NFL. Wouldn't have hurt my feelings. But also, he come to find out he's a juvenile. So, Don't think he got Wemby's whole face. Yes, thank you, B. Hannah. Rest in peace to Jerry Rocha. Definitely a Frenchie. I don't know. Did he sound French? He didn't sound French. He just sounded like he was running. What's on his shirt? It's not, yeah, okay. Now, instead of I touched him, now it kind of sounds like he said attention. Is this his? No, that's not his. I was like, is this his account? It is not. Okay. So. Oh, whatever. I don't give a fuck, bro. I love when comics try to defend using jokes that other people use. Okay, hold on. I just have to. Okay, sorry about that. All right. Oh, wow. CC. What an amazing photo. This was at the Joke Joint when Jerry Rocha was out there headlining. Yeah. That's awesome, CC. Thank you for sharing that. Jerry was a great guy. Great dude. Funny. Jesus, so funny. He took my kid's hair and put it over his head. That's hilarious. Yeah, Jerry was just amazing, man. Just a gifted, super gifted. Where's Terry Tate when you need him? Wouldn't that be great? Amos said Wemby actually lost the opening tip. Oh, did he really? Perry said, y'all watched the NBA Finals? Couldn't be me. I watched the last few episodes of Nemesis. He gave that emoji. I don't know that that's necessarily what it looks like. So he said, you probably watched Desperate Housewives reruns. He said, yeah, after the last episode of Nemesis. That's funny. Super funny. Super funny dude. Yeah, so sorry. I'm a little out of it today, so I apologize, kids. I'll try to get it together. Sources are also, sources. They also are saying that they're looking into an incident with a fan and Jalen Brunson that occurred, well, at least it looked like it occurred at the end of the game. You could see Brunson, as he was dribbling out the clock, kind of walk over towards looked like the scorer's table. And the referee kind of stepped in, and then Brunson wasn't leaving. He had some words to say, and they kind of pulled him away. But according to this article, it says NBA investigating interaction between Knicks and Jalen Brunson and courtside fans late in fourth quarter of game one. Brunson appeared to be upset with some courtside fans while teammate OG Anunoby was taking a pair of free throws with 29.4 seconds remaining. Knicks superstar, who made an acrobatic shot in a previous possession to give New York 6-point lead, whatever, had a conversation with Scott Foster, the crew chief, as Anunoby was shooting his free throws. Brunson then circled back to talk to Foster again after the game, and he was clearly frustrated about what had taken place. Brunson didn't address the incident with reporters. Brunson finished with 30 points, 13, and scored 13 without committing a turnover in the fourth. Says Prime Video first reported the league's investigation of the Brunson incident. ban behavior and conduct, whatever, consistent vigilant enforcement of the code. Let's see. Nothing interesting. But it was. I'm curious who it was that pissed him off. So, oh Lord, it's storming. Let's hope the power stays on. Let's see how bad it is right now, kids. That's weird. We were supposed to get missed by it, but apparently not, because it is storming. Chances are some ugly chick. Brunson was explaining the issue to the refs when ABC was waiting for post-game interview. Oh. D-Fox wasn't helpful in the last 6 minutes. Shocking to me. He has some subpar play on both ends. That's true. We'll get to that. But yeah, just, keep that. That was interesting. I mean, I don't think it'll have obviously no outcome on the whole series or whatever, but that was interesting. Update from yesterday. As y'all know, I was trying to place a wager on the game because I was certain the Knicks would win that game. Your boy got his bet in. I got the Knicks at plus 160. Money lined them plus 160. And ended up winning $13 on a $5 bet. Yeah, because I'm loaded like that. Okay, wasn't much. But y'all know I don't do a whole lot of crazy gambling. Just enough to keep me interested. Although I looked my account. My account's got like $500 in it. I was like, where the fuck did I get all this money from? That's pretty crazy, actually. Was not prepared for that. But I'll show you too. I don't think there's anything in here. Decline marketing. This was, so you can see here, I had New York Knicks to win plus 160. And that $5 bet made 13. I also have 2 other bets that I placed. Oops. One of those is what I said, which was both of them were $5 bets. But I took the Knicks to win game 1 and Spurs to win the series. Got that at plus 500. And so that's that. If that rings true, that $5 will win me $25. And then I found this little gem. But I only, that was the single at 160. And then I found this little bad boy. I placed a $5 bet. And I told y'all that I thought the order was going to go, Knicks would win game 1. Spurs would win game 2 and 3. Knicks would win game 4. And then the Spurs would win games 5 and 6. And that's kind of how I thought it would shake out. So I placed a bet on that. I got game 1 to the Knicks, 2 and 3 to the Spurs, 4 to the Knicks, and then 5 and 6 to the Spurs. And I got that at plus 5,000. Plus 5,000. So that's essentially what you take 5,000. I think I win 250 off of that. I think that's what it is. Yeah, you take 5,000 divided by 100. Yeah, that's 50, and then you multiply it by the bet, which is 5. So that's $250 if that hits. I'll take it. Imagine if I was betting with real money. Tony said, you have money to gamble keeping up with the Trumans. No, it's all been in there. I haven't made a deposit in this account in forever. Like, I'm going to see when's the last time I made a deposit. Let's see. Transactions. Oh, this only goes back 31 days. Oh, well, that sucks. Oh, man. I had 50,000 reward points. Well, shit. That expired. Damn. Didn't even know that. I don't even know what you can do with the reward points, to be honest with you. Last time I made it to... Oh, yeah. It was many, many moons ago. But I think some of that was from football season. Me winning some bets during football season. So, I saw a buddy of mine post an interesting parlay, which I didn't get on at the time, and it wouldn't have hit, but it was close. But it was something like every time. Here, I'll show you. Let me pull up Facebook. It was Jeff Michael, a friend of the show. He's been on the show before, actually. Let's see. Oh, where'd it go? Where did it go? Where are you tonight? Here we go. How could you leave me here on my own? I searched the world over and thought I found true love. There we go. It was Knicks and Spurs played 3 times this season. 100. These 7 props cashed in every game. Jalen Brunson, 20-plus points. Mikal Bridges, 10-plus points. Jalen Brunson, plus 6 assists, or 6-plus assists. De'Aaron Fox, 5-plus assists. OG Anunoby, 5-plus rebounds. Jalen Brunson, 3-plus rebounds. Mikal Bridges, 3-plus rebounds. And if you did all that, not on Bovada, it said plus 660 odds to combine them. It was like plus 610. Because I was like, oh, well, maybe I'll do that in game 2. And then I went and checked, and it obviously didn't hit. But I was like, that's interesting that in all 7 games, or in all 3 games, all 7 of those cashed all 3 times. Pretty interesting. So that said, now let's discuss. Oh, why does that look like that? That's weird. I don't know why that's doing that. Strange indeed. So let's talk about the game. Let's talk about the actual on-court stuff. It kind of went as I suspected. I told you I thought that the Knicks would come out in game 1. Cece said, lurk, Jim, OnlyFans are moving from feet to knees. What up, Walt? What up, Cisco? Good to see you, buddy. But it felt like I think they said that there was like 1 or 2 free throws in the first half for the Knicks. Something like that. Something crazy. Same amount of fouls were called in the game. 23 fouls called on each team. Knicks ended up with 18 free throws. Spurs with 25. I think the Knicks they came out and they were a little flat. They hadn't played a lot in the last 20-something days. Spurs were full of energy, full of excitement. But, God, it just feels like Jalen Brunson is inevitable, right? Kind of like Wemby on block shots. Like, you can always, when you watch a Spurs game and Wemby's in, you can see how much he changes the game, how much he changes an offense. Spurs, though, I should say the Knicks, they are a really good three-point shooting team, so can use that to your advantage. Although they do like to get into the paint, obviously, but they'll shoot the 3, and they were doing really good in the playoffs. I don't know what their percentage was, but they mentioned it on the broadcast that it was really high. But I think what you saw in the second half was everybody calmed down. Everybody kind of got settled in, And then once that happened, then I think Mike Brown, to his credit, we talked a little bit about coaching, and I thought Mike Brown did a good job coaching and adjusting. And Jalen Brunson just took over when it was necessary. He got him back into the game, but also too, and I haven't watched a ton of Spurs games, so I'm not privy to all of how they've played overall. But what was the cat's name that was just absolutely going on? He was Champagny. I think that's how you pronounce it. But he was 5 of 10 from 3. A lot of that in the first half. I don't even know if he made. Let me see. I can do the shot chart, see if he made a 3 in the second. But he was hot in the first half. Let's see. Shot chart. Let's go. 3-point made, 3-point missed, and player. Champagne. Yeah, there you go. So we'll do first, second quarter. He was 4 of 5 from 3. And then obviously second half, 0 of 3. What am I missing? Huh. Well, it had him with 0 for 4. Okay. I'm missing one. They must have been in the same spot. So it was 0 for 4 in the second half, and he should have made 5 in the first half, right? There we go. Missed 3-point, 3-point, 3-point. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in the first half. Okay. Yeah. And then the 1 miss. So 5 of 6 in the first half. Didn't make another one in the second half. And that's a big part of it too. Let's see something here. What does he shoot for the season? He is shot 43% from the field. He shot 38% from 3. So good. But man, 5 of 6 in the first half was bananas. He was hot. But I think that's kind of, part of what you saw first half to second half. But Jalen Brunson took over. And then Wemby was kind of ineffective after that. And like I said, I think give Mike Brown and the Knicks some credit for making some adjustments. They figured it out. I thought Karl Anthony Towns played a really good game. As good as you probably can against a guy that like Wemby. I saw a stat that said Wemby was 2 of 12 when being guarded by Cat. I was like, well, how many of those were 3-point shots? My thing about Wemby when I watch him play is I watched him kind of drive the lane, kick it out, do a couple fakes and kick it out. And that's a good point, Walt. But I was watching Wemby like pass and distribute the ball, and I'm like, why? Why are you at the elbow or, in the paint even? Why are you Nobody is blocking his shot. Nobody. I mean, if he just takes a normal jumper, nobody's blocking it. But all he's got to do even is, and I'm not even saying you got to be Dirk Nowitzki and have the, one-legged fadeaway. When you can create a little bit of space. But who's blocking his shot? Karl Anthony Towns ain't blocking Wemby's shot. I doubt that. I mean, maybe Bol get him. But I'm like, I think Wemby was a little, too unselfish. I won't say timid, but I'll just say too unselfish. If I'm the Spurs and I'm going down It's going to be because, Wemby's just missing all his shots. Walt had a really good point. Fact that Harper was on the bench down the stretch was poor coaching. He's their best creator off the dribble. Yeah, I was thoroughly impressed with Harper. Rookie playing that well. And obviously it's his first finals game. He's a rookie. But just to be competing like that and playing that well, the moment wasn't too big. He wasn't scared of the Knicks. He wasn't scared of the finals. He wasn't scared of the moment. And I thought he was really, really effective. In fact, let's see. I don't have the minutes breakdown. I'd like to see what his minutes breakdown was down the stretch. Dylan Harper off the bench, though, 28 minutes, 16 points, 6 of 10 from the field, 1 of 4 from 3, made all 3 of his free throws, had 8 rebounds, had a steal, an assist, had a turnover, but that's putting in work. I mean, that's putting in work. Wemby played 38 minutes, 26 points. He was 2 of 9 from 3, 12 of 13 from the free throw line. But yeah, Spurs really didn't get much from their bench outside of Harper, and you really kind of don't expect that. But Harrison Barnes was completely ineffective in the game for his 12 minutes. But I mean, the Knicks bench, they had 2. Actually, I'm sorry. No, they had one guy in double digits, but it was Landry Shamet. He played 33 minutes, scored 13 points, but they didn't need it. It was, and then both benches didn't play great, but you had 30 from Brunson, 18 from Cat, and 17 from OG Anunoby, and the Spurs got 26, 17, and 16. So pretty close. From their 3 top scorers. But I think one thing that you saw was that the Spurs found a team that plays defense as good as them. I mean, we saw that with OKC. Don't get me wrong. OKC's defense is insane. But I think the Knicks, they play defense well. And, I mean, they mentioned the Spurs. They were like, oh man, look how they get back in transition. I was really impressed with the Knicks doing that as well. I think both teams did a great job in transition. I think both teams. Hey, what up, Sensei Bullrog? Good to see you, man. Sensei Bullrog said Wemby's already terrifyingly good in his sophomore season. He is. It's so fun to watch. He's just that fun. And this is his 3rd season. Not sophomore, but still, he's so fun to watch. Just it's amazing to just watch him play. But I mean, it kind of went like I thought. When it came time, man, the Knicks just rose to the occasion. I think you'll see much different game 2. As determined as the Spurs were in the first half, the Knicks were just as locked in and focused. And I think that's part of what you see from a young team that has to learn how to win. Not that the Knicks have done a ton of, winning in championships and stuff like that. And this is a Spurs team that beat the defending champs. Don't get me wrong, but this is the finals. And you've got to be locked in for all 48 minutes, and you can't, rest. You can't take a playoff. You can't. And they're going to learn that. And that's why I think coming back in game 2 tomorrow night, probably see a much different outcome. I would suggest even maybe the Spurs win by 15 tomorrow night. I just think that they understand that they had this one and let it slip away. And that's what young teams do sometimes. So I expect a much different outcome in games 2. I think they'll go on the road and win game 3 because maybe they just don't know better. Hell, they're that good. It was weird how Spurs offense went quiet in the last few minutes. Give some credit to the Knicks defense too, though. What you saw too was, hey, what's up, Big Stout? Big Stout said, I'm back. Let's go Knicks. Yeah, I told you, Barry, and we'll be win by 15 my ass. Hey, Stout, you weren't here yesterday. I picked the Knicks to win. I said they were going to come out and punch them in the mouth. But my team shot like shit. Yeah. But so did the Spurs, especially in that second half. I mean, the Spurs shot 26% from three, 11 of 43. Ugh. The Knicks shot 31%, 11 of 36. And Knicks shot 36, or Spurs shot 36% from the field. Knicks shot 41%. So, CC said, let me get my band finger. Let him have his day, CC. Let him have his moment. Don't do it. Don't do it. Fair and square. All right. He's allowed to talk his shit. His Knicks got a big win on the road in the NBA Finals. If that was the Spurs in New York, then you should talk your shit. Stout said haters. But yeah, it was a good game. I really enjoyed that game too. Yeah, Stout said don't hate, congratulate, or something like that. Congruate. Okay, whatever. You know what he meant. Hey, what up, Reyes? Good to see you, man. So we're on to game 2, but Jalen Brunson just did what he did in, was it game 1 of the Eastern Conference Finals? He just took over. And the rest of the team was like, oh, well, shit, let's go then. And that kind of happened again. Jalen Brunson's, I hate to say it, and especially in the playoffs, but dude is approaching like he's a star, but he's approaching superstar status if he does shit like that. If the Knicks win this series, then I have to have a real serious conversation. That man is 6'2". I think that's what he is, 6'2". Let me see. I thought I heard them say at the beginning of the thing, he's 6'2" and Wemby is 7'4". Yeah, 6'2". Man is 6'2" and just weaving in and out of traffic, making fadeaways, making 3-point shots, mid-range. I mean, the dude can shoot it from anywhere, and he's not afraid to drive on anyone, including Wemby. Pretty dope. It's a lot of fun to watch him play. Yeah, Chris said he ain't 6'2". That's an inflated height. Probably. He's probably like 6'1". And like, 6'1" and an eighth. And so they're like, round up 6'2". I'll put it this way. When he was talking to Scott Foster, he didn't have much on Scott Foster. Let's see. Brunson, Scott Foster. Now, this is obviously, let's see. Images. I want that side by side. There we go. That's the one I want. Let's see. Open image and new tab. There we go. Chrome resize. I mean, bro. Now that's, again, he's a little taller than Scott Foster because, he's further away from the camera. Okay. Further away from the camera. And, Walt, that's beautiful. Beautiful. But that just showed you. I mean, like, because there was a moment there when they were even. They were side by side talking. And it was like, and I noticed that. I was like, damn. Brunson is about the same height. Here, this may be a better. You can't really see this one. Maybe I can zoom in on it. I mean, he ain't got much on him. Is it an inch, maybe an inch or two, maybe? Not a lot. Not enough to be a material difference, right? So Jalen Brunson doing all that and not much bigger than Scott Foster. Pretty crazy. By the way, I was like, did you notice they had Scott Foster mic'd up for the beginning of the game? I don't know if that was going to be through the whole thing. I think it was. But they had Scott Foster. He was like, are you ready? Are you ready? Okay, boys, here we go. It's going to be a high one. Let's go. It's going to be a high pass. Wait on the high pass. I was like, okay, calm the fuck down, Scott. This was Scott's moment to shine. He was like, oh, he was telling his wife the night before, like, babe, they're going to mic me up. I'm going to be famous. Like, everyone's going to be seeing and hearing me. I'm the man. Like, I'm the man. I'm gonna be a superstar. And then he did some lame shit. Are you ready? Are you ready? It's like, okay, Mills Lane, calm down. You ain't. Let's get it on. Like, come on, bro. Just throw the goddamn ball and get out of the way, Scott. But I love what Walt said. Tallest superstar against the smallest superstar. Love that. Love that. Yeah, Dub said they did that at the opening face-off of the Stanley Cup Finals as well. Yeah, but that guy wasn't like over the top. It was just like, okay, boys. Or he was like, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Stanley Cup Finals. Here we go, boys. I mean, it was very 1920s. Okay, see, let's win one for the dames. Yes, all right. Go out and let's win one for the Gipper, boys. Let's have a clean. Let's not have any tomfoolery here. Everybody just do your best, okay? But Scott was hamming it up, man. Hi, boys, here we go. Fuck off, Scott. Nobody in Houston likes you, Scott. FYI. You are the devil. But he's a great official. Fuck him. He hates the Rockets. And it's so obvious. So obvious. All right, that's it. Knicks beat the Spurs 105-95. Let me real quick. Let's take a gander at the team stats. Just take a look-see. Just see what they're looking like. You know. Let's just see what they be doing, what they cooking. Let's see. There you go. Field goal percentage, 41% for the Spurs, 36 for the 41 for the Knicks, 36% for the Spurs. There's the 3-point discrepancy. Both shot terribly from three. But again, these are two really good defenses. And really good on perimeter and closing out. So yeah. But 31% from three for the Knicks, 26% for the Spurs. Knicks shot 89% from the free throw line. Spurs shot 80. Rebounds pretty close, all things considered. When you got a guy like Wemby, and they mentioned it, Spurs got a really good rebounding guards, but Knicks did better on the glass than I would expect. Spurs had the edge on the offensive rebound, which you better with a guy like Wemby. So 54-49 rebounds wise. 8 steals for the Knicks, 4 for the Spurs, 4 blocks each. Pretty crazy. Wemby almost averages 4 a game. Spurs turned it over 13 times. Knicks turned it over 9. Keep an eye on turnovers with the Spurs. It can happen. Fast break points 15-12 in favor of the Spurs. Points in the paint 50-42 in favor of the Knicks. That's that Jalen Brunson, man. Getting in there and doing his thing. Largest lead for the Knicks was 10. For the Spurs was 14. Spurs led 56% of the game. So really good game one of the NBA Finals. Really good game one. That was fun. And you know what was the most fun? One, the superstars, Brunson and Wemby, they weren't flopping around, bogging down the game. When Wemby would get fouled or he would foul, he'd just get up and run down the court. Or he'd get up and go, doggone it, they got me again. Okay, that's not how he talks. What are we doing? But he didn't really say shit. Brunson got mad like when his ankle got stepped on, but even that was it. It was really, I mean, those guys just put their head down and play. Thank God. You know who needs to, LP needs to fucking pay attention to that. And SGA needs to pay attention to the fact that they don't need to flop to be effective. Good Lord, man. So, really enjoyable basketball game, much like the hockey game was. Walt said I found a way to enjoy hockey. Bet the over. Ooh, that's what it takes. I just enjoy the game. That's just fun. But maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll bet the over for tonight. You want to do that, Walt? Let's see. Hold on. Get back to Bovada. Let's see. Close. Sports. Okay. Over under's 5.5. It was 9. They scored 9 in game 1. Here we go. Yeah, here we go. All right. Season said, and then for Wemby lost the toss. Also, all I kept hearing in my head was, oh my God. Oh my God. That's a foul. I didn't realize Wemby lost the toss. That's crazy. I know somebody said it earlier, but yeah, I guess I wasn't paying attention. I was talking to Nora as the game started, but all right, here we go. Betting series. Over under is 5.5. Excuse me. I'm gonna take the over like Walt said, minus 128. Damn. All right, well. Here goes. We'll do this. I'm doing this one for Walt. Betting 5 to, well, we're going to lose the money we just won last night. This is why you don't gamble, because there's no reason I should be doing this. None whatsoever. John Dorier said Spurs in 6. Bitch, I said Spurs in 6. Don't be stealing my thunder. Mitch Robinson got something for the Frenchman. Clearly, those guys in the Jason masks wasn't stopping ish the other night. It was, you know what's crazy, Walt, is there was some really good plays by the goalies late in the game, especially, but it was the first minute of the period where most of the goals were scored. It was pretty crazy. I think that said, let me do something here. Let's go to ESPN. Let's look up tonight's game. Gamecast. I want to know, what was Vegas scoring a game? Let's see, like how many points? Let's see. So here's the last 5 for Vegas. They put up 4-3, 5-2, and 5. Carolina put up 3 in overtime, 4-6, and then 4. Okay. So I kind of like the over in that, although, well, that's the Avs, though. Avalanche that's a tough hockey team, even though they swept them. Yeah, I'd be curious. Oh, here we go. Team stats. Goals allowed. Goals for. So Vegas scoring 3.25 a game and allowing 3, or 2.95. Carolina scoring 3.5 a game, allowing 2.88. So they're both scoring 3 and allowing almost 3. Okay. That's 6. Okay. I mean, that's just without getting a spreadsheet out or anything. Okay. I like the over in that. I don't like minus 120. I don't either. But that's probably the right number, though. They're both, 6. They're both scoring 3. Carolina scoring 3.5. And both allowing 3. Somebody's got to win. So I would stand to reason 4-3. John Dory said, B, I just got here. Didn't hear your crazy guess. I said that yesterday, though. I've even put my money where my mouth is. I'd leave it alone. Vegas is on to us. Yeah, there you go. See? I was just trying to run with you, Walt. I figured if you was going to do it, hell, I'll tell. I'll tell. But all right, you're right. Sometimes the best bet is the one you don't make. We learned that last week. Told I was like Carolina should win. Yeah. I mean, I don't know though, man. Vegas is like one of those, they got hot at the right time. Vegas had the best record in the Pacific Division. Carolina had the best record in the Metropolitan, 53-22, 39-26. 95 points to 113. Man, Carolina. Pretty good. Pretty good. Avs were 55-16, man. Whew. Plus 99 goal differential is bananas. Vegas was only a plus 15, but remember, Vegas changed their coach with like 10 days left in the season or something like that. Boy, was that a good change because it's got them all the way to the finals. But man, that Eastern Conference Atlantic Division was tough. Plus 47, plus 59. Then you had the Carolina at a plus 56. No reason the Avalanche should not be in right now. Craziness. But here we are. Perry said, you betting the hockey, you fucking degenerate. I was just doing it for Walt, man. Walt said he found a way to make hockey interesting. He bets the over. And I was like, I'll tail with you. I'll bet the over for you. I'll do it. I ain't scared if it makes sense. And it makes sense. You know, they're both giving up 3. That's 6. And they go end in a tie. So 6-6 is probably a pretty decent estimate. Especially without a spreadsheet and all that fancy stuff. So, yeah. I'd have ran with it, but I don't like the minus 128. Don't like that. And I was with Walt on that. But I was going to do it for him. But he talked me out of it. So, we live to fight another day. Big Stout said, John Dorier, you think they're winning 2 back-to-back games in New York City? Past that, you must be high. That was my prediction, Stout. I said Knicks will win game 1. The Spurs will win game 2 at home, and they will win game 3 on the road. And then the Knicks will win game 4. So they will come back to San Antonio tied 2-2, right? And then I think the Spurs win out after that. Terry says, so put the house up or not? No, not. I know Dub said, I remember when Carolina was supposed to relocate to Houston. That was a fleeting moment in time. That sucks. Damn, I had some other things to discuss. What did I do with them? What the shit? Where's my topics? Where is my topics? Let's see. I can just look it up here. Yeah, recipes to Jerry, headlines, finals. Oh, this is the stuff we didn't get to. This is pretty cool. This is non-sports, but it's pretty cool. There is a place in Tulsa, Oklahoma called the Center of the Universe. This is pretty wild. And no, it's not the actual center of the universe, but there's this acoustic anomaly that occurs there. And if you stand right on the middle of that spot right there. If you stand right there on this little bad boy and you shout, no one else can hear you but you. They say it's the craziest thing. There's an echo that comes back that only you can hear. It says the center of the universe is a little known mysterious acoustic phenomena. If you stand in the middle of the circle and make a noise, the sound is echoed back several times louder than it was made, but only for the individual standing within the circle's roughly 8-foot diameter. It becomes a private amplified echo chamber, and those outside the circle can't hear the effect. So no one else hears the echo, only you. So if you're standing in the middle here and someone else is standing over here, they won't hear the echo, only you. Pretty crazy. Yes, I know what ASF is. As fuck. I know. I just put AF. Sounds like some Oklahoma witchcraft. But that's not the only place that exists, which now I have a theory. So there's also this Lake George mystery spot. And same thing. You go to Lake George and you stand right here where these two lines cross, and shout, same thing. Same thing. So I was like, that's pretty crazy. Here it says, behind Lake George Visitor Center is a circular platform. If you stand where the metal rails form an X, stand here and you'll witness a strange natural phenomenon that seems to defy the laws of acoustics. If you stand in that exact spot facing the lake and start shouting, you'll hear your own voice echo back to you as if from another dimension. Only you can hear it, and only in this precise spot. So my theory is, if you look at this, right, and you look at this, what do they have in common? Well, they're both circular, and they both have that low wall that goes around the circular thing. You see that low wall there? And then this one has a low wall. I think that's what's causing the anomaly or the craziness. So, just my 2 cents. I just thought that was kind of crazy. So next time you're in Tulsa, go to the center of the universe and shout like a crazy person. There you go. That was fun. That's the ghost of the victims of the Tulsa race riots yelling back at you. Perry, you crazy, brother. Trump will attend game 3 in New York. Make sure he doesn't run on the court. It's not going to happen. Big Style said, really, Barry? That's your theory? Yeah, well, what other... That's the best theory out there. No, everyone else is like, it's an anomaly. No, it's not. No, it's not. It's not fucking ghost. It's not the spirit of anybody. It's fucking sound traveling. It's acoustics. You shout, it bounces off that wall, it comes back to you, you hear it, and nobody else around you does. Told Alice, said, did he just say next time you're in Tulsa, LOL? Leave Tulsa alone. I love me some Heartthrob. Heartthrob Rob. Don't know if y'all saw this. Is that for flat earthers? Could be. Yeah, could be. Ferrari has a new EV, a new electric vehicle. Did you guys know that? Did you know that? Did you know that? Also, did you know it's ugly as fuck? Look at that. Jesus Christ, that's a Ferrari. There's no way I would spend my life savings on some ugly shit like that. You got to be kidding me. I mean, that thing is atrocious. They have another picture of it. Still ugly here. Still ugly there. There's one picture of like a blue one. Let's see. EV Ferrari. There we go. That's a little better. This one looks a little better. They just had shit. Maybe they just this is the first time I've seen this. And this is, I think, a mock-up. That can't be real. Let me show you all these. Hold on. So, yeah, there's that, and then that, and then that. And those are ugly. But if I showed you this, that's real ugly. And one of the things to notice is right here is hollowed out. So you got airflow through this up the glass, right up your glass. So that's hollowed out. I mean, you don't need the grill because there's no engine. But yeah, that's like an air dam. That's to make it more aerodynamic and whatnot and stuff and things. And if you stand in the middle of the Ferrari and yell, only you can fuck off. I'm just kidding. But this one, not so bad. This is not ugly, in my opinion. But that's not the same as this. Those are two different stances, two different front. I mean, look, it's got the hood on it. That's why I don't think this is real. I don't think that's real. Nor do I think this is real. I think these are concepts. Because that's the concept, and then they gave us this horse shit. Not even close, bud. Not even close. Best thing about this car, I guess the rims. That's about it. That's some ugly shit, man. Way to go, Ferrari, you dumbasses. Let's see. It says EVs, of course, make a little noise. The silence is one of the strongest attributes, but with Ferrari, the sound has always been a crucial part of the experience. So apparently they, rather than creating a whole synthesized sound like the Ioniq 5 by Hyundai, they actually use a sort of acoustic pickup mounted to the rear axle. So it is true. If you stand in the middle and yell, you look like a douchebag in this car. $430,000 if you want one. There you go. $430,000. It says they'll make that the company's most expensive model, pricing it well above the $430,000. Oh no, it'll be above $430,000. Wow, 550 euros. I would not spend 550 euros on that. I wouldn't spend 100 euros on that. This, yeah, if I had 100 euros. This, sure. This horse shit, I wouldn't spend 20 euros on this piece of shit. This is like a Lego car. This is like one of those cars that you take and you wind it back, you like pull it back and then let it go and it goes. Yeah, but you have to make that noise too because it's quiet. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. So how many gummies exactly does it take for that to work? None. New part of the show. How high is Barry? Shut up, John. How far are we tossing it? Get it, Ferrari? I don't get it. I want to time you out. That was terrible. I saw this. I remember when that was a concept car for Apple. That's the designer too, by the way. Former Apple designer is the one that designed it. The Big Style's talking about another one. I don't know how to pronounce that. Purisang was changed but good, but the EV, nah, they missed on that one. They missed badly. Since you're talking cars, Sean Langdon went 345 miles an hour in 3.7 seconds in a non-electric car. That's crazy. 345 miles an hour. That's insane. 3.7 seconds. Where was this? Was this on a track, Walt, or was this in like the salt flats? That's fucking insane. Yeah, I figured that was the name. I just don't know how to pronounce the sumbitch. That's all. I don't know what was that. Let me see what that looks like though. Let's see here. Paste. I don't know how to pronounce it. Okay. Yeah, I mean, Ferrari. Let's just go to their website. Shit. Ferrari official website. of the horsey car. Oh wow, they don't give a fuck. Okay, whatever. Yeah, they got that bad boy right on the front. They're proud of it. They're like, "Yep, this is ours." I feel like the website should have some music in the background and be like, "You're probably wondering how I got here." Puro Sangue? Oh. Puro Sangue. Huh. You a car guy, Stout? You and Walt need to hook up and discuss. Let's see. Oh, see that? When I think of Ferrari, this is the kind of shit I think about. Something like that. Okay, not that. Where was the other one? This. That's a damn Ferrari. That's a Rari, as the kids say. Not that other bullshit. Not that blue thing. Yeah, not that. That sucks. Let's see, where are the cars at? Excuse me, I would like to buy a sports car. Where are they? Here we go. All models. Your Ferrari. Okay, back. Configure. Let's calm down. I'm not configuring anything. There's bro, that even looks worse. Good Lord. That's awful, man. The Apple guy done fucked up. Oh, there's a Testarossa. Okay. Testarossa A49, the Spider, the Z96 GTB. See, these are Ferraris to me. This is what Ferraris look like. Damn. 12-cylinder. Damn, I bet that bitch is bad. There we go. There's the one you were saying. Amalfi Spider. Okay. Special series? Damn, how many Ferraris are there? Oh, that's for racing. Icona. Damn. Oh, Lord. Look at that crazy shit. Supercars. Oh, wow. Ooh, wee. Now, see, those are pretty. I fucks with that. Okay, maybe not. Those are old school. Old school. GT Racing. Oh, here we go. Past models. I bet even the past models look better than that blue piece of shit. Yep. Bro, I would rather drive this than that blue piece of shit. Than that. I'll take that any day over that. That's crazy. Get out of here, Rari. Testarossa coming soon as we get this porch popping. Hell yeah, Perry. I'll be riding around with a what's in the bowl, bitch, decal on that hoe. Be like, porridge paid for this. I'm going to give you a custom license plate that says porridge. My browser won't let me get past the parapet. I don't know what that is. Commercial voiceover by Ken from Wonder Years. Search Sean Langdon 345. Okay, let's see. Let's see what we got here. Oh, it was on the track. Oh, funny cars too, huh? Is that the funny car? Are the long ones the funny car? Well, you know, I don't know. You've explained all this shit to me once, but I forgot. Let's see. Here we go. Sean Langdon, chrome resize. Perry's I was just about to say porridge pay for this. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I told you I was my route. Okay. My browser won't let you past the clothing part of the site. Oh, that's crazy. Dub said, damn hipsters and their electric cars ruining everything. I am. I'm going to get a personalized license plate. There's a character limit. Porridge made me. Well, what if I just did like porridge MNY? PRDG MNY. Porridge money. Huh? Porridge money. Amazon, they are probably going to be pretty exclusive, so it's not like we'll see a bunch on the street. Remember, Joe Budden talking about how hard it was for him to get his Ferrari. Yeah. Oh, Top Fuel. Okay. So this is a Top Fuel drag race. This is a guy going 345 miles an hour. And this is your boy getting a copyright strike for Walt. Cece said porridge as fuck. I love it. All right, here we go. Cover your ears because this gets loud down on the track. You can feel it in your chest. You can smell the oil. It was so fun going to the races with Walt. Here you go.
No such problems with the Coletta air machine.
No.
Woo. Here we go.
Nice pull here, Sean. 345 miles an hour. There it is. The fastest speed in the history of drag racing, 372.4, 345 on the scoreboard. You're the first human beings on the planet to see it.
That guy got excited. That's crazy. Look how much he beat old boy by. In drag racing, that's a lot. 3.724 to 4.030. My guy was only 236 miles an hour. Slow ass. Bro, that's crazy. Walt looks different there. Yeah, that's Walt on the right. That's Walt right there. I gotta see that again. That didn't take long. Shit.
No such problems with the Coletta air machine.
Schumacher too. That's
no.
Here we go.
Nice pull here, and Sean, 345 miles an hour. There it is. The fastest speed in the history of drag racing, 372.4, 345 on the scoreboard. You're the first human beings on the planet to see it.
Don't blink. That's crazy. That dude was motoring. Motoring! What's your price for life? Damn, what was the gas bill? Right? That's crazy. That's fast. Did you guys hear Drake dropped 3 albums on the same day and they all went number 1? And they all sucked. I listened to it. I was like, this is trash. I can't stand today's hip hop. One thing, it's just me bitching, but like every beat sounds the same. There's no, don't get me wrong, back in like the boom bap era, a lot of boom bap sounded the same, but you also had like, you know, you had people had unique, but everything is just like, I don't know, just all sounds the same. There's nothing that, like, at least that I heard that's like super catchy. I don't know. Yeah, the rappers didn't sound the same. That's true. I will say this in defense of today's rap music, today, the era of rap we're in. One of the things I think the producers do a good job of is getting out of the way and letting the rapper kind of be the instrument, kind of be, you know, because rappers do a good job, some of the rappers today, of making their flow and their delivery, it sounds like it's an instrument. And sometimes producers will just get out of the way and like let that like lead, right? Like take over. But still, it's just a lot of, I don't know, it just all sounds the same. It just all does to me. And I know that makes me old, but like, I don't know. At least with guys like, you know, even not in the era I grew up in, but still enjoyed. It was, yeah, I mean, like Jay-Z has a sound. He's got like a bounce, right? Like Timbaland, you've got in the stuff that he would produce. Tupac had, you know, a very distinct sound, but also his music was good. Like the beats were like, just, I don't know. Just don't get a lot of that now. It's just all, everybody's trying to make trap music. Yeah, the 808s. I mean, it's just, it's not my thing. Not my thing. But hopefully there'll be a swing because, you know, everything is cyclical. So hopefully boom bap style beats will come back around. What's up, Uriel? Uriel said, "What's up, YouTube? I'm over here for now. Thank you for popping over, brother. I refuse to listen to that much Drake. Long time ago, I chose Kendrick over Drake, and no one after him. I'm retired. Well, that's good. I think I would choose Kendrick over Drake also. At least Kendrick's like beats. Drake has some okay beats, but man, okay, I'm gonna admit something, then we're gonna go. I will admit, the rapper that I slept on the most. Not, and I won't say coming up, because he wasn't around when I was like in high school or whatever. But I have to say, the rapper in my lifetime that I have slept on the most, that I'm now like love, Lil Wayne. I just always kind of slept on his shit. I don't know. And then I started just listening once on a road trip. I just put on Lil Wayne from the jump and started listening. I was like, oh my God. Oh my God. Like, it's just crazy. So my fault, Lil Wayne. Do I call him Wayne? Do I call him Lil? I don't know. But yeah, I slept on Wayne. I did. I don't know, Perry. It's just one of those things. I was just like, you know, I mean, I have my own rappers, like, bro, but listen, everybody slept on and continues in the conversations to sleep on Rakim. You know? Nobody wants to put Rakim in the GOAT category. No one wants to say that Rakim is one of the greatest MCs of all time. And goddamn it, he is. And I don't give a fuck what anybody says. The evolution of rap music and hip hop owes a big debt of gratitude to Rakim. He changed the game. So if you ain't putting him in your top 3, top 5, don't talk to me about hip hop. You can go fuck yourself. Big Daddy Kane's another one. Because to tie him with Eric B. No. It was just like, I think part of it is because of how old it was. It was in that just kind of getting out of B-Boy and Run DMC, and he brought in real flow. Like, he brought in making the lyrics matter. And as opposed to, I mean, you know, like Run DMC and guys like that, and hip hop to that point was kind of just, it was call and repeat. It was a lot of things, but Rakim, I don't know how to explain it, man. Other than it wasn't because Eric B was just his DJ back then, though, too, man. In the early days of hip hop, the DJ was the guy. So if you had a group, and I won't, not them, but if you had a group like Eric B and Rakim, Eric B was supposed to be the star because the DJs were the star, but then Rakim spit and everybody's like, oh my God, like, this is crazy. Like, so, and the stuff he did and said, and it's just next level shit. Next level shit. Yep. Big Stout said I lived the Rakim. So did I. I mean, that was when I was so into it. I think Guru from Gangstar was slept on. Yeah. Gangstar was good, man. There was a lot of really good MCs in the golden age from that time frame after Rakim, because Rakim was 85, 86. Stout said. I think 86 was when I Ain't No Joke dropped. But yeah, DJ Premier originally from Houston. That's a fact. But there was a lot of, like, because I was really into, like, when I was coming up, West Coast hip hop was big, and then East Coast hip hop was big. But down here, the Ghetto Boys were out, and Third Coast hip hop was trying to find its way. Master P was dropped. You had Rap a Lot. But I always loved, more than anything, East Coast hip hop, and especially like conscious rap was big. But I loved flow. Like I tell y'all this all the time. But one of my favorite groups that a lot of people don't know of, but Poor Righteous Teachers, and that whole like I don't know, that whole 5% Nation, that whole conscious rap, that was to me like there's rappers that a lot of y'all probably never heard of. I mean, I say a lot of y'all, but I mean guys like King Son. I remember Black Moon. I remember Black Eyed Peas before they got the white girl. Like there was just a lot of really great hip hop out of New York, which but that's what I was into. So it was nothing for me to just love Eric B and Rakim and what Rakim was as an MC. Rakim was the hardest ever who never cussed. Facts. I didn't even think about that, Walt. I didn't even think about the fact he was clean. That's crazy. Stout said every car was playing Eric B as president. 86 was wild. I bet. Told Dallas he was a Black Moon fan. There you go. But yeah, let's see. The crazy thing is he's only like 2 years older than Jay-Z. Yeah, that is wild. That is wild. Yeah, man. He's just at some point we're just gonna have to start including Rakim as in the conversation with the greatest. It's just because it was such a short, like he doesn't have the catalog that Biggie, or Tupac, or even Nas, or Jay-Z, or any of the greats that you want to say. Although somebody had an interesting theory about Jay-Z. I remember who told me this. They're like, Jay-Z's not even the best rapper on his own songs. He's always got he's always rapping, like every rapper is better than him. I was like, damn. Oh yeah, but then they were like every hit he has, he's got features and they usually do better. And I was like, is that true? And I started thinking, I was like, damn, Big Pimpin'. But then like 99 Problems. So I don't know. I just don't think Jay-Z, I don't have Jay-Z on my, he's not, I don't know. I just don't think he's goated in that regard. Don't get me wrong. This is great. But I just wouldn't goat him like that. But all the ones you mentioned, they pay homage to the God Allah Rakim. It's true. My name is Rakim Allah. All right, A stands for Ra. Yeah, boy, that dude. Actually, when I come on stage, some of the people in the chat will tell you my walk-up song on stage at comedy shows is I Ain't No Joke. Fucking that beat, that just the opening lines, just like Paid in Full was great. Eric B is president, but like, I don't know. I Ain't No Joke was my jam. Love that. I told Dallas that him and Cube, he's the best writer though. Yeah, Ice Cube. Yeah, Ice Cube is a great writer. To me, he goes down as one of the greatest writers for sure. For sure. Definitely don't think about Jay. He got classics. Yeah, he does. But I don't think he's up there in that list of the greats. So, all right, let's get out of here. I'm going to make some dinner. A little hip hop talk in. All right, that's it. Call it a day. Talk about Slept on Common. Oh, may have the greatest diss song of all time. True that. Common was insanely smart. I don't know. 8-Ball and MJG were Memphis. I don't think they were from Houston. I'm pretty sure. They were signed to they were signed to a Suave House. But yeah, they're from Orange Mound, Memphis, Tennessee. But they were Suave House signed them, which was a Houston record. That's why you think they're from Houston. So, love you, CC. Thank you for sharing that photo of Jerry. Really appreciate that. RIP to my buddy Jerry Rocha, friend of the show. Yes, Uriel, thank you. Rest in peace to Jerry. Oh, fuck. My bad. I got to do that. Wait, that's not the right one. What the fuck? Hold on. Before we get out of here, I do have to say thank y'all for the Thankful Thursday, but that's not the right one. Here it goes. There it is. That's the right one. Now, unless somebody has sent one in since the show started. Okay. No, that is correct. No, this is this week's. So thank you to Donna. Thank you to Cece. Thank you to Sylvia. And thank you to Jen for their Thankful Thursdays. Jen said Thankful Thursday. Sylvia said Happy BOD, Thankful Thursday. Donna said Thankful Thursday. And Cece said hugs to us. Rest in peace, Jerry. Facts. Big facts. So thank you guys for the Thankful Thursdays as always. Sorry I'm a little out of it, but yes, as always, very much appreciate you guys supporting the show as you continue to do. All right. Now we can bounce. All right. Peace, John Dorier. Love you, buddy. Thank you for the reminder, Told Dallas. Really do appreciate that. All right. Perry, peace to you, brother. Yes. Rest in peace to Jerry. Swab House was headquartered in Houston. All right. I won't replay the whole song, but I will ask you, do me 3 favors, everybody. Be safe, be kind, and most importantly, love each other. And if you haven't talked to somebody in a while, if you haven't, there's something on your mind with somebody, give them a call, man. You don't want to be in a situation where you regret not talking to them. So that's right, Donna. Make amends. Life is way too short. Love you, CC. Have a great weekend as well. All right? All right. Love you guys. Goodbye, everybody.
And he's making a YouTube video! And he's making a YouTube video!
Bye, everybody.